Hello, I'm Skye Weinberg and I'm going to talk about how to prevent and how to put out a cooking fire. I chose this topic because I thought that it was important and for safety for other people that love to cook like I do. So here are the steps for the process. The first step is how to prevent a cooking fire. And this image is showing two chefs cooking. And you always should have your eyes on your food because if you step away for 1 second, there can be an overboil like I did when I made noodles. I had to turn down the fire, or it can just start a fire if you leave it there and you forget about it. This image is showing a child grabbing a pot. This is a no-go. This can cause a fire, this can cause a burning accident, so this shouldn't. That's another reason why you should have your pots, your inwards, your handles inwards, like this image is showing it being inwards where it's not dangling outside by the stove so no one can knock it down. This image is always have a clean area to cook because if you don't, the grease builds up and that can cause a fire. Lastly, this image, always keep your towels in a safe area because this caused a fire. See the fire flames, and so keep the towels by the fridge or on the bar of near the stove, but not on top of the stove. Now, if a fire does occur, don't panic. Try not to. Call 911. This is an iPhone. Call 911 immediately. And in this image, it's showing a fire has started on the stove. And to get rid of it, you're supposed to put a lid over it, because when you put a lid over it, it smothers the flame and it turns away the oxygen. It decreases the oxygen. Now, if the fire's in an oven, then keep the oven closed at all times. This will smother the fire and deprive the oxygen. Now, if you have a grease fire on your stove, always use baking soda. Pour baking soda. Never use water or never use flour. That can cause even more of flames to happen. Now, if you have a barbecue and you're cooking on a barbecue, then to get rid of those flames, you can pour dirt on them, and that's what I did when I went camping, and me and my sister had a propane, and we threw dirt on it. That smothered the fire. Lastly, always have a fire extinguisher nearby if you have one. Now this one's a first aid one, and this one is the one I have. It's a quick release cap, and it fights oil and flames. And then this one's the regular red fire extinguisher. And then always have a working smoke detector, because if you have a working smoke detector, then that will help you know if you do leave the premises of the cooking area to go do something real quick, you have a smoke detector to warn you about it. And now, thank you. I hope you liked my speech. This is how to prevent and put out a fire when happening. Thank you very much.